Okay, it is Saturday, so that means another grocery haul. Hey guys, if you are new, my name is Vanessa, and today, first I wanted to say happy 4th of July, and second, I used Amazon Fresh and I definitely enjoyed it. So you guys are gonna see a grocery order delivered from Amazon Fresh, which I believe all of their food comes from Whole Foods. So let's get right into the haul and then I will share the meal plan. Okay, so here's my Amazon Fresh delivery, and this doesn't seem like a lot for $181, but I did get some more expensive brands and items here. So $181 was my total. Now that does include tax and tip. Obviously it wouldn't be that if you went to the store, but I haven't had any. There was only one thing that isn't exactly what I asked for, but it'll still work just fine. So let's go ahead and get into the drinks. Yes, I have just told myself, you know what, if you just have one a day, sometimes I don't even have one a day, I'll skip a day, you're good. So this is my one thing that I just need to keep me going. So I did get a bigger pack because I'm not the only one who drinks them in the house. My oldest, Paige, and my husband drink the Coca-Cola Zero Sugars as well. So I got the 24 pack to hopefully last a little bit longer. I am running semi-low. I still have a few from last week, but I went ahead and got more because they had like different ones. So I wanted to try the watermelon bubbly. There's 8 cans in here, so I got that. And then I've had this one before and I really like it. And this is the black cherry and coffee. So this one is caffeine and electrolytes, the AHA or AHA, and there's 8 cans in there. So I got those. Then my husband asked for some more Zevia. This was the only one available. I don't know if he's tried the black cherry before, so I got that one. This one is not, it's caffeine free though, so there's no caffeine in this one. And then I saw this, and I only picked up one to see if he enjoyed it, and that's the Zevia 0 Calorie Energy in raspberry lime. So went ahead and got that for him. I got the Ripple chocolate nutritious plant-based milk for my oldest daughter, Paige. We love the Simply Orange juice, and I say we, my kids love it because I don't drink orange juice, but they didn't have the Simply Orange brand. So I went ahead and I got the 365 to see if the kids like that. And it is organic, 100% juice, not from concentrate, and no pulp. So we'll try that orange juice. I am out of creamer, so I went ahead and got some more, and I always try to get a sugar-free just to help with the sugar and the carbs and all that good stuff. So I got the Coffee Mate Italian Sweet Cream. Then we go over here, and they actually did not have a lot of produce right now. I tried to get strawberries, I needed tomatoes, I feel like there was something else. There's several things that Amazon Fresh did not have, so I am gonna be going to Trader Joe's. They have a really great produce section, so I'm gonna get the rest of my produce from Trader Joe's, and I'm gonna get some fun items that I always like to get at Trader Joe's, and maybe some new items. So that'll actually be a bonus haul for you guys. Either, I'm hoping Sunday, but it might be Monday, we'll see. But produce for this haul, I got 2 green bell peppers, some cilantro, 3 bunches of green onions. I'm actually making my salsa recipe. If you guys own the cookbook that I did with the girls, that is one of my favorite, like my go-to salsa recipe, and I'm doubling it. So I need 2 bunches just for that. And then I need a bunch for a couple other things. So I got 3. These are the greenest bananas I've ever seen. So I got some bananas, and I'm actually glad. Hopefully they ripen up okay though, because sometimes when I've gotten green bananas in the past, they don't even turn yellow, they go right to brown. So hopefully that doesn't happen and these will still be good. But if they do, I'll just add them to my stash in the freezer and we'll make something with them later on down the road. All right, my kids go through phases where they like sandwiches and they don't like sandwiches. We had sandwiches this past weekend and the kids absolutely love them, and they've been asking me for a sandwich almost every single day. So we're completely out of sandwich stuff, so I went ahead and stocked back up. I got the rotisserie seasoned chicken breast, the ultra thin honey ham, and the smoked turkey breast, and then we're completely out of cheeses as well. So I got the Colby Jack cheese slices and the sharp cheddar cheese slices. We do have, you guys, I'm gonna show you guys the meal plan after the haul this week. So you'll see that we're gonna do grilled cheese one night with our dinner, and we needed some Kraft Singles American cheese. This is what my kids love on their grilled cheese. So we're completely out. And this is the 22 slices, so that'll last us a little while. I got some Velveeta cheese. This is the 16 ounce, or should I even call this cheese? It's really not, right? I mean, it's a cheese product, it says there. So I got some Velveeta. One frozen item. I got these chicken and vegetable dumplings. I was trying to get everything, and I put these in my cart before I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's because I love Trader Joe's pot stickers. I just left these in there, and maybe I'll get some veggie ones from Trader Joe's. That way my oldest daughter can enjoy those. And I'm also looking for some egg rolls. I am out of flour. So this is the one thing I asked for, the all natural or like the normal flour. And they had either the self-rising or the all natural flour. And I picked the all natural, but they gave me the self-rising, which whatever. It still works great. So that is one thing that I didn't necessarily order, but it's an okay substitution. I'm fine with that. So I'm completely out of flour. I needed some more. And then I'm really low on sugar. And I almost got the 10 pound. And now that I'm looking at the 4 pound, I should have got the 10 pound because I've been doing a lot of baking lately, but that's okay. Once I run out, I'll just get some more. So flour and sugar. And then I am going to be making, Nicole just recently shared some homemade granola bars on her channel. I will link that video down below if you guys want to check it out. They look so good, and they are vegan. So I'm going to make them for my oldest daughter. So I needed some unsweetened shredded coconut, and then I also needed some pumpkin seeds. So I got those to make the granola bars. Oh, also the almond butter for the granola bars. So hopefully my daughter likes those. I bet she will. She loves that kind of thing. All right, to go with the salsa, I got 2 bags of the party size chips. I'm making that. We're going to my parents' house for 4th of July. When you guys are seeing this, we are getting ready, and I'm making the salsa as you guys are watching this probably to go to my parents' house. It's just gonna be us and them and my brother. So not a big hurrah or anything like that, just a small little gathering so we can be with family on this holiday weekend. I got 2 things of pizza sauce because we've been doing pizza pretty much every Friday for the past couple weeks. So I got one for this Friday, and then I got one just to have as a backup. I saw this and I thought I would pick it up for the kids. This is the Annie's Fruit Tape in Swirly Strawberry. There's 6 rolls in there. So I don't know if these are vegan or not, but if they are, my oldest can enjoy them as well. All right, speaking about vegan, so I placed this order on Paige's birthday. It is July 2nd when I'm filming this, Thursday. Typically I do my groceries on Friday, but I really thought I was gonna run out of flour and I wasn't gonna have enough sugar and stuff to make her frosting for her cakes that I'm making, or that I made already for her birthday. So I placed this order and we were just gonna have her cake later that night, but I ended up having enough of everything. I actually had just the right amount of flour, and now I'm completely out. So I'm glad I have more, but I did have enough stuff to make frosting. So this will just go into the pantry for another time, or if she wants to make her own dessert. So I got one to use for today, and then I got one as a backup. So now I have 2. And these you can use regular butter, regular milk, or you can use a non-dairy substitute. So this is good for either or, whether you're vegan or not. So now I have 2 packages of the 365 vanilla frosting mix and 2 packages of the 365 chocolate frosting mix. So we are good on our frosting. All right, speaking of, for the pizzas, I went ahead and got 2 of these just to keep on hand. I'm gonna look at Trader Joe's for their homemade pizza crust or pizza dough because a lot of people rave about it and I've never picked it up before. So hopefully I can find theirs for this week, and then I can just we're set for next week, because my kids really do love it. It's super easy and it's cheaper to just make your own pizza. Buying the crust, the sauce, the toppings, than like ordering out or buying the frozen pizzas. I feel like this is cheaper. So this is what we're gonna be doing for the next couple weeks. This is the Pillsbury pizza crust, and again, I got 2 because as a family of 7, we go through 2 to 3 pizzas easily. So this will make 2 pizzas. Okay guys, as I was putting groceries up, I don't remember if I said that I got bread or not. So I got a loaf of bread also because of the grilled cheese. So I'm either putting this in when I talked about the ciabatta or not. So I got a loaf of the Sara Lee Artisanal bakery bread. It just looked really good. We've had this bread before. It's so yummy, and I feel like this would be really good for grilled cheese. All right, last food item. This was another thing that I just saw and I was like, oh, that looks really good. I think the kids would like it. This is Luigi's Real Italian Ice in the blue raspberry and watermelon. So better and healthier than ice cream, but still a fun sweet treat on these hot nights in Texas right now. So there's 6 cups in there, and what are they, 6 ounces each? Yeah, so they're just little itty bitty ice cups, which I thought would be a nice cold treat for the kids. Okay, a couple of non-food items. I am out of parchment paper and plastic wrap, so I went ahead and got both of those. The plastic wrap is the 365 brand, and the parchment paper is the Reynolds, so I got those. And then, not human food, but dog food, I did go ahead and get some of the Rachel Ray's. I have never purchased this before, but with numbers rising, and I've already seen a few stores put out things on Facebook and stuff saying they're running out of certain items because people are stocking back up for some reason. I was like, you know what, if chicken goes away or whatever, we're stuck in the house, I wanted to have some wet food options for the dogs on hand. So I figured I'll check the date. What is the date? These are good until July 2021. So these are good for a year. So I'll hold on for these for a little bit and only use them if we really need to. If there's a week that I just don't get around to making the dog food for some reason, or we run out of chicken, whatever the case may be, they really do enjoy having the wet option mixed in with their dry at night. So again, I just wanted to have something that was shelf stable on hand for them. This is the Rachel Ray Nutrish Super Premium Wet Food for Dogs. This is the chicken mutt balls with carrots, rice pasta, and spinach. Natural food for dogs with added vitamins and minerals. There's no corn, wheat, or soy, and I feel like it said something else when I was reading up on it. I didn't feel like this was an awful option for the dogs, so I did go ahead and get that. I think there's 8 in here. This was a little bit pricey. It was $15 for 8 of them, so I just got the 1 pack, and that way I had something on hand for them. So that is it from Amazon Fresh. Definitely happy. I'm a little bummed that they were out of the produce, but that gives me the excuse to walk into Trader Joe's and pick up a few things. So this is $181 from Amazon Fresh. Now let's get into the meal plan. Okay, so let's go over the meal plan, and you guys are gonna hear my hubby putting up dishes in the background because he's a rock star. All right, so this is July 6th through the 12th. I always start my meal plan on a Monday and end Sunday. So this week is a little different. We are utilizing some meal kits, and I'm making a few things to share with you guys in the future. So on Monday, we're doing Boerne, which is breakfast for dinner, because I have a ton of breakfast things on hand, and I really want to make sure that we're going through those, and I don't want my freezer to be overly stocked on breakfast items. So we're gonna go ahead and have a big breakfast meal. Tuesday I left empty because our house guest might cook for us, or I will just pull together something real quick. So I left that blank. Wednesday we're actually getting an every plate meal. So we're gonna have some Mushu beef bowls, and then I was trying to find some egg rolls, no luck. But I did find a couple different kinds of pot stickers, so I will make those up to go on the side of that. Thursday is our other every plate meal. We're gonna get 2 in this week, and that is gonna be a chicken, sausage, and tomato soup. And whenever we have any kind of tomato soup, we always like to have grilled cheese with that. So we're gonna have grilled cheese and then the tomato soup. Friday, like always, we're gonna have some pizza, and I already bought some stuff for that. We're just gonna make them really quick and easy here at home. And then I'm gonna make the pizza might just be for the kids, and I'm gonna make a few different appetizers, and they're gonna be like fall themed because I'm working on a project. So the adults might have some fall themed appetizers that night, and the kids have some pizza. Saturday, I'm actually getting a home chef meal kit in, and I'm just getting the 1 meal. So we're gonna have some creamy shrimp carbonara, and then they also have several different salad options that you can pick from each week. Well, 1 salad each week if you want, and we're gonna have that as a side to our dinner. So I'm getting 2 meals in, but we're gonna have them on one night, if that makes sense. And that is a walnut and cranberry salad. So I put that for Saturday, but we might have that on Sunday and eat out on Saturday, because we might be celebrating Paige's birthday and going out with her. It really just depends. I don't feel like we're gonna go out anywhere, but maybe we'll just pick up dinner or something, because my youngest 3 are actually not going to be here. They're gonna be out with their grandparents. That way we can spend some one-on-one time with Paige, my oldest, whose birthday was actually last week, but we had already had this on the book. So that's gonna be fun to spend some time with her without the younger 3 around. That way it's just kind of, you know, one-on-one with her. So I might change that because she's not gonna want that. She's not gonna want the shrimp, and that feeds quite a bit. So we'll probably swap that out, but that is the meal plan for this week. Super easy dinners for sure. All right, you guys, so that was the grocery haul and the meal plan. Again, I hope you guys have a fantastic and a safe holiday weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.